keep telling you guys, hey, anyway, good morning, my patriot brothers and sisters. How you doing? And I hope you're doing beautiful and starting to educate yourself. I keep asking people over and over again, don't just take your next door neighbor's word or even my word for nothing. Educate yourself to what's going on with this crap about the U.S. government, everything. You know, you guys, the Democrats are on such an evil pace of life right now. They're pulling out such evil crap. If you want to learn something, look at the one where Lindsey Graham rips the Democrats for what they did to Judge Kavanaugh. They paid people to come in, and they caught him all this. This has all been debunked. Mr. Judge Kavanaugh, sir, I am so sorry you and your family went for what happened to you. It was such an embarrassment for them Democrats to do what they did to you, and I'm so glad that you got your seat in the courts. Judge Kavanaugh went through hell. The Democrats purposely set out to say that he was a rapist and this and that and all that, and they debunked everything. And Senator Graham ripped them a new one, and they just sit there like it was nothing. You guys, educate yourself. Watch what these Democrats are doing. That Pelosi, here and Schiff and Chuck Schumer, oh, Mr. President, he's such a danger to our society. We got to get him out. We're going to rush this through so we can get it done. And then, boom, she's sitting on it. And been sitting on it for about a month now. And they tell her, and even the president says, okay, let's get this over with, this impeachment. Let's get it over with. Get it to the Congress, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And she still sits on it. That's how much that they're putting out this bullshit about Trump. And the reason that their impeachment, the two items that they're trying to impeach him on, my God, they have no evidence, zero evidence that Mr. Trump did anything wrong. You guys, I'm one American that watched every inch of that impeachment trial. And my God, what a joke. Schiff is a traitor, you guys. That man is a bona fide lying traitor. He's been caught in so many lies, and he just keeps going and going and going. You know what, you guys? Come on, man. If you want to educate yourself, watch the Next News Network. They put out the honesty. And Waters Word, Fox News, BCP, my brother. I'm a follower of yours, and I hope you get bigger and bigger and bigger. BCP puts out true news. And I'm going to tell you guys, here's a secret about watching who puts out the true news and who puts out the false news. Like CNN, totally false news. They only bring in Democrats. They only bring in hatred of the Trump administration. They bring in no Republicans. They bring in nobody that supports Trump. It's always the one negative factor. That's how you can tell who's putting out the false news. CNN had a thing where they were showing all this fighting and all this guns being shot, and this is in the middle of the night, and bombs going off, and blah, 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 it's all city, and they're saying the city's being attacked, and this is what the American government's doing to this little tiny town. And you know what? They found out all it was a shooting range on a military base. In the middle of the night, they were practicing. And CNN knew they put out that as a false news. They got busted, and they still won't even put out an apology. NBC put it out too, guys. I'll tell you what. I challenge you this. I know I only got a couple people watching my shit, but you know what? Whatever. I really don't give a fuck who watches my shit. Because you know what? It releases my tension. I put this out and I feel better. Educate yourself. I watched Fox News, CNN, all that, and I started putting the puzzle together, and I started watching. And for 4 years I've been doing this shit. And I figured out for my own sanity who's the liars. And you know what, you guys? For one of you guys that ain't educating yourself, you're a fucking punk piece of shit. and you're putting your ass to that another motherfucker's mouth and ass to another motherfucker's mouth, ass to mouth, ass to mouth, and you guys are shitting on each other, and you're putting your own little version of what you think the government's doing. If you don't educate yourself, if you don't watch the right news, and you sit there, I hear people all the time, well, I don't watch that shit, I got nothing to do with it. What do I want to watch it? And then they want to put in their bits and pieces about the government. Fuck you. All I got to say, Chuck Schumer, Pelosi, Schiff, they're the enemy of the people. CNN, NBC, the enemy of the people. I'll tell you what, guys. I heard a thing about Obama going around these other countries telling them to rebel against Trump, going to Canada and they, over all these other different companies, and he's telling our countries, rebel against Trump, go against him. What do we do? That's an act of treason, guys. That is a terrorist thing for him to do. If I went over there and did that shit, I would be thrown in jail that quick and put in prison for treason and possibly executed for treason. That's what they do to me. Why do these government officials keep getting by with what they're doing? Why Clinton did what she did, she's not in jail. That woman should have been in jail a long, long time ago, her and her rapist husband. You guys, I don't know what it's going to take for us to turn this country right back up. The governor of California is a moron. But no, nobody. You know what? Here's the thing. A petition was filed for him to get down, step down. We don't want you here no more. And it was filled. And you know what? Still, he's still the governor. So I guess petitions don't matter, do they? I don't know what it's going to take for us to get back on track again. Because if we don't, God is in control, you guys. The number one in all of this is God. And he's not happy. He's the one that's doing all this. God is putting out this format. Trump was brought into the administration to clean out the swamp by God. Anyway, I love you guys. I feel better. Bye.